is to make or break governments. And the damage done to Pakistan, and I'm not talking about PTI, the damage done to Pakistan by what General Bajwa did by removing a running economy, a government that had gone out, had dealt with COVID, one of the best top 3 countries in the world, which dealt with the biggest crisis humanity faced for almost a century, and then brought the economy, the economic performance, 6% growth rate, average last 2 years, to bring down that government and replace it with these cabal of crooks, and then they crash the economy and destroy the governance system. So who is going to pay for this? Who should be responsible for this? Will anyone ever be held responsible for doing this such tremendous damage to the country? I mean, the amount of damage done to the common people, people going below the poverty line, half our industry closed today, growth rate from 6% coming down to 0.3%, which has consequences. When industry shuts down, it takes quite a while to again open up your industry or restart it. So this is what happens when someone makes decisions in a closed room without any debate and then not accountable to anyone, and he can then trot off anywhere while the country just goes down the drain. So, and I'm afraid in Gilgit-Baltistan, the tragedy is that Khalid Khurshid was one of the best chief ministers I've seen in Pakistan. He was outstanding. And to actually bring him down and his government, such a great disaster was done to people of Gilgit-Baltistan. I think it is sad what happened. I think it is not just bad for democracy, but for the people of the entire Gilgit-Baltistan province. So to conclude, let me just say, look, our democracy has to move forward. We have no choice but to have democracy. A bad democracy is better than a military dictatorship. This is a consensus amongst the people of Pakistan. So where do we go from here? The question you're asking is that what happens if there are no free and fair elections? Right now, no one thinks there are going to be free and fair elections because they're already planning to rig the elections. But my opinion, I'm an optimist. I feel that in this election, the level of public awareness in Pakistan is so much that I feel that you will have the greatest ever turnout in these elections. And no matter how hard they try to rig it, I'm a strong believer that the people in this country will defeat all methods of rigging which are being planned.
Inshallah, thank you so much, Imran Khan. I have one very, very fast question from my followers who all want to know that on the subject of biryani, do you like aloo or no aloo?
Well, as you get older, your tastes change. So biryani was a great delicacy of mine some 40 years ago. But right now, I'm afraid there are other delicacies that I enjoy most. But then, yes, biryani with aloo I like more.
With aloo, okay, thank you. And also, how do you, just day to day, how do you maintain, this is the last question, how do you maintain a sense of peace and hope during this time?
Well, Jeremy, I have a very strong faith in God, which always keeps you going, because, you try your best, and since I'm not doing this for myself, I'm doing this for my country. Why am I doing this for my country? Because I'm one of those privileged people who got so much love and respect from his country that it was important for me to try and do my best for them. And so I've tried to do my best for my people. And the rest I leave to the Almighty, because, it's success and failure are in His hands. Effort, struggle is in my hand, and I will be struggling to my last breath. But then how do I relax and stay calm and content at night? Because after doing my best, then I pray to the Almighty that, look, now it's up to you. You are the one who's going to decide whether I succeed or fail. So actually, that's how I go through all the tough times. And I have to say that these 12 months, and particularly the last 2 months, have been probably the toughest 2 months of my life.